6:51, time for the morning sprint.
GOP presidential candidates are looking forward to the third debate of the campaign, wrapping up the second one overnight. 7 of them qualified to take the stage in California yesterday. Frontrunner Donald Trump skipping yet again. He's ahead by 30 points in Iowa, where the caucuses are just 4 months away now. The next debate will take place November 8th.
Unless members of Congress can come together, there will be a federal government shutdown on Sunday. Yesterday, President Biden said a lot of vital work could be impacted if the shutdown does happen. Meantime, Speaker McCarthy tried to sweeten a short-term spending bill by including some Republican priorities, such as deep spending cuts and tougher border policies. But those additions make it almost impossible to pass in the Senate.
Breaking news and brand new video just into the newsroom in the last few minutes. Cameras capturing the U.S. Army soldier from Wisconsin who crossed into North Korea, returning to the U.S. Travis King from Racine flew in on a U.S. military flight to the base in San Antonio. You could see him in that video just there. Back in July, King walked into the country from South Korea during a tour of the joint security area. North Korean state media reported it had decided to expel King. He's expected to report now to the medical center on base in San Antonio.
3 Republican state lawmakers, including Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, are introducing legislation to ban gender-affirming care for minors. The legislation would prevent doctors and medical providers from gender-affirming practices on someone under 18 years old. The legislature's LGBTQ+ caucus calls the proposal an attack on trans youth.
Tonight, the Packers host the Lions at Lambeau on Thursday Night Football. Remember, if you want to watch, though, you'll need an Amazon Prime subscription. Due to a contractual agreement between the NFL and Amazon, you won't be able to watch the Pack on TV unless you have that Prime account. Kickoff is set for 7:15. The Natural Resources Board here in Wisconsin is voting unanimously for a rule to impose stricter limits on surface water pollution. Business groups are protesting, saying that will increase costs beyond what's permitted under state law. The rule applies to all increased pollutants, things like phosphorus and ammonia in treated wastewater or polluted runoff from construction sites.
Another Wisconsin man has been arrested and charged in connection to the January 6th attacks on the Capitol. According to a complaint filed this week, 37-year-old Charles Walters of Sparta was identified by body camera. He's the 11th person arrested from Wisconsin on charges related to that day.
We've learned a driver was traveling nearly 25 miles over the speed limit before crashing into a Verona school principal in January. Despite this, there are no criminal charges against him in the death of Beth Steffen. Instead, he received a speeding ticket. Fitchburg police say there's no evidence the driver was using his phone before the crash or that he was impaired.
Skipping the debate, former President Donald Trump spoke in Michigan instead about the ongoing United Auto Workers strike. Trump and his campaign called the Biden visiting the picket lines in Michigan a PR stunt. Trump's speech to union workers took place at Drake Enterprises, a non-union auto parts plant. The former president also lashed out at the production of electric vehicles.
Democratic Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey is out on bond this morning after pleading not guilty to 3 federal charges. They stem from an alleged bribery scheme that involved using his political power to help the Egyptian government. Menendez has pledged to stay in his role, but he has stepped down as the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. A little bit of light fog, especially south of Madison here in Monroe and Janesville. Visibility is down to 2 to 4 miles. Just some low clouds here in the Madison area. Now that the sun is up, I think that the light fog that we have in some areas should be starting to burn off. Temperatures generally in the low 60s this morning, so fairly mild. A lot of low clouds, but you don't need the umbrella today, as we will see a lot of clouds through the morning hours, trying to break up a little bit this afternoon as we climb into the upper 60s and low 70s today. All in all, not a bad day with temperatures in the 60s this morning, low 70s. Dry for a change after all the rain all week, and we are in definitely deserving some nice dry weather, and that'll be the case Friday right through the weekend. Temperatures in the low 80s going into October. It is October, though. We have some rain chances come our way next week, and also some cooler weather by the following weekend.
Looking forward to seeing all that sun, Kelly.
Yeah, low 80s. You know, it's hard to believe we are headed into October, and we're talking about summer-like temperatures.
We like it. Thank you very much.
We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.